The best part about the NBA being a 24/7, 365 sport is the never-ending storylines. Ball is life whether you like it or not, and the main requirement for being married to the game is not only keeping up with all the news, but simultaneously deciphering the league's opaque hieroglyphics. What this means is that there is always more than meets the eye. And as we prepare for 2018 training camps, there are several under-the-radar plots to be played out that are right in front of our face but aren't getting nearly enough attention. First and foremost, the Brooklyn Nets have positioned themselves to be the same trade deadline poison pill that they were in 2011 when Carmelo Anthony forced the Knicks to trade all of their assets, the children's college funds, and even the family dog to guarantee Melo's services for the following season. As soon as the 2018-2019 campaign concludes, the Nets will only have a minuscule $36.9 million in salary on the books headed into next year, and only half of that is actually guaranteed. What this does is it puts the Nets in a position to throw an absurd amount of money at anyone they so choose. You already know by now how stacked the free agency class of 2019 is. Potentially Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, just to name a few, and because of Brooklyn's checkbook, roster flexibility, getting to play for the Friends with Benefits franchise of New York City, and oh, by the way, they actually have their own first-round pick for the first time since 2013, and the rights to Denver's first-rounder protected 1 through 12, don't be surprised to see playoff teams pay a surplus to acquire these stars before they become unrestricted free agents, just like Toronto has done with Kawhi Leonard. Because the best way to prevent the prom queen from taking your man is to get him to put a ring on your finger before the dance.
Carla was the prom queen. Really?
Not mentioned in that list of available standouts, Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. They could both leave at the end of the year and send free agency into a Category 5 shitstorm. But Joe Lacob and the Warriors brass have the ultimate sales pitch already lined up to retain the two superstars. The Chase Center. Scheduled to open its doors in the Mission Bay district of San Francisco, the Warriors' new home will not only feature state-of-the-art facilities, but an eye-popping list of Silicon Valley titans sitting courtside every single night. That will make it one of the most intriguing places to play for stars interested in entrepreneurship. I'm not saying Klay and Durant would leave if the franchise stayed at Oracle, but the fact that this arena is opening the same year the Warriors will likely be at the crossroads of dissolving the roster or being a dynasty worthy of discussion with the 90s Bulls and the Bill Russell Celtics, the Chase Center may ultimately go down as the most important free agency acquisition of this NBA era if its mystique keeps the Hamptons Five together. Down the 405 freeway, there's a civil war brewing in Los Angeles. We've already seen the first shots fired over different murals painted across the city. And the only way to prevent it from escalating into chaos is the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Oh my God.
This civil war is between Kobe is the king of LA forever people, those who will follow LeBron through the depths of hell no matter what team he plays for, and Laker fans who just want the team to win again. If this dream meme team of a roster that feels like it was put together by drunk NBA Twitter is under 500 out of the gates or replicates the infamous campaign of 2012, one which saw the Lakers barely make the playoffs with 4 Hall of Famers, diehard Kobe fans and Laker fans are going to unite in blaming LeBron. It may not be fair, but you know it's going to happen. And then we're going to get angry GM LeBron. And then he's going to start subtweeting. And then, well, we saw how this ended last year. The team with the most to lose might surprise you, because it's actually the Atlanta Hawks. You'd figure a franchise dumping salaries and tanking is playing with house money, but trading away a global prodigy for a monopoly chance card Steph Curry and a top 5 protected pick of a team that is likely to be back in the lottery again? Risky. In addition to playing Dallas Mavericks roulette, remember when Atlanta gave the Cleveland Cavaliers one of the best three-point shooters ever for 2 bags of Cheetos and a top 10 protected pick? Even better, that top 10 pick gets converted into 2 second-rounders if the Cavs score pick 1 through 10 in the next 2 lotteries. The Hawks are that guy in the casino who just lost all of their winnings, maxed out the ATM, and is on their way to double down on red. They either going broke or we going Sizzler.
We going Sizzler.
And finally, we can't sign off without paying homage to the legendary coup pulled off by Kawhi this summer. He trailblazed an unprecedented pre-free agency blueprint. Because of Leonard, we now know all you have to do is bitch about your leg, tell your friends you'll meet them at the party, then completely no-show, leave your spouse on red for an entire year, and you will get exactly what you want. It's no secret that the Timberwolves locker room is simmering with toxicity, and it makes me think if Jimmy Butler follows Kawhi into the territory of, oh my arm, it's broken, or if the rumors of Towns and Thibodeau escalate into something more serious, every unhappy expiring contract star, starting in Minneapolis, may look to test their own version of Kawhi's I dare you to call my bluff strategy. These stories, amongst many others, are tiptoeing in the NBA shadows no more.